No phone buzz, no alarm clock blaring, no 5 more minute snooze option. So how did people wake up before alarm clocks? Believe it or not, some of the methods were ingenious. Others, kind of bizarre. In this episode, we're taking a stroll through sleepy history to answer one simple question. How did anyone ever wake up on time? We'll look at ancient societies that let nature run their schedules, the professional window tapper known as the knocker-upper, candle clocks, water bowls, and other low-tech life hacks, and how factories and eventually smartphones rewired our mornings forever. By the end, you might just want to toss your alarm clock and wake up the old-fashioned way. Or maybe not. Before gears and springs came along, most humans let nature do the job. The sun, your morning spotlight. Roosters, nature's most persistent alarm clock. Church bells, the original Google Calendar notification for the entire village. In early societies, people weren't punching clocks. They were following them, just the celestial kind. The average person went to sleep not long after sunset and woke up with the light. No night owls, no late night scrolling. And it worked because life itself was slower. If the blacksmith overslept, the town didn't grind to a halt. But as civilizations grew, so did the need for punctuality. Markets would open at specific times. Religious rituals had set hours. And eventually, work schedules demanded precision. Suddenly, whenever I wake up wasn't good enough. Eventually, people wanted control. A way to wake up not just with the sun, but precisely at, say, 4:45 a.m., before the dew even hit the grass. Enter the candle clock. Picture a candle with metal pegs inserted at intervals. As the wax melted, each peg dropped and clanged onto a metal tray below. Ding, wake-up call. Bonus points if you didn't knock it over and burn the whole house down. Then there were water clocks, also known as clepsydras. These clever setups slowly dripped water, often into another vessel, allowing time to be tracked with a gauge marked on the bowl. In some designs, when the water reached a certain level, the weight would trigger a bell, alerting the user. Other methods included hourglasses with sound triggers. Some hourglasses were designed to release a small bell or chime when the sand ran out, providing an audible cue. There were also trained servants in wealthier households. They were tasked with waking their masters at specific times, sometimes using gentle nudges or by just making noise. These methods weren't always perfectly accurate, but they were personalized. You had to know how long your candle burned per inch or how fast your bowl filled. Basically, people weren't just inventing alarms, they were hacking time. So whether it was a rooster, a bell-ringing hourglass, or a weighted lever slowly yanking a string, people found a way to wake up. And if this video did the same for your curiosity, maybe let it ring the bell for you too. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Fast forward to the 19th century Britain and Ireland, when waking up became someone's job. They were called knocker-uppers. Yep, you heard that right, knocker-uppers. Armed with long poles or canes, they'd go door to door, tapping on windows to wake clients at their requested hour. It wasn't a prank, it was legit employment. Some even used hollow bamboo tubes to launch dried peas at second-story windows. One of the most famous? Mary Smith. She served factory workers in East London. Her tool of choice? A bamboo tube with a sack of dried peas. She'd walk the street, shooting those peas at clients' windows, ensuring that they all made it to work on time. Knocker-uppers weren't just a quirky footnote. They were an essential community service. And get this, the job stuck around well into the 1950s, outlasting even the widespread availability of alarm clocks. Waking people up was a career path. Try putting that on a LinkedIn profile today. Even well into the 20th century, the idea of personalized wake-up services stuck around. Hotels offered wake-up calls as a standard amenity for decades. Front desk clerks literally calling your room at 6:30 a.m. sharp. Eventually those too would fade, but we'll get into that. Eventually, the Industrial Revolution came around, and with it, a new reality. You don't wake up, you don't get paid. Suddenly, it wasn't enough to rise when the sun came up. You had to rise at exactly 6:02 a.m. and be at the factory gate by 6:30. That's when the alarm clock became a household essential. The first mechanical alarm clock is credited to Levi Hutchins of New Hampshire, who made one in 1787. But there was a catch. It only rang at 4 a.m. because that's when he needed to wake up. Mass-produced versions came later. In 1847, French inventor Antoine Retier patented the first adjustable mechanical alarm clock. allowing users to set their own wake-up time. By the 1900s, companies like West Clocks in the United States were producing affordable, wind-up alarm clocks for the masses. These clocks were marketed as essential tools for the modern worker, emphasizing punctuality and productivity. Owning one meant you were responsible and reliable. Missing a shift? That was all on you now. By the mid-20th century, alarm clocks weren't just practical, they were big business. Sales climbed into the hundreds of millions, with major brands like West Clocks, GE, and Sony dominating the nightstand. Alarm clocks were often given as gifts, licensed with everything from Mickey Mouse to rock bands, and proudly displayed as part of bedroom decor. The industry was worth billions globally, and innovations kept coming. Clock radios would let you wake up to your favorite station. Wristwatches with built-in alarms let you bring your wake up with you, perfect for travelers or even light sleepers. iHome and other companies jumped on the iPod boom in the 2000s, offering docks that charged your device and woke you up with your own playlist. Alarm clocks became ubiquitous. You couldn't find a hotel room without a glowing digital clock humming on the nightstand. But then slowly, phones started to take over. It didn't happen all at once. The first phone with a built-in alarm feature was the IBM Simon in 1994. But it wasn't until smartphones became mainstream in the 2000s that things changed for the better. Suddenly, your phone was your alarm clock. No more wind-up, no more cords, just a few taps before bed, and it would wake you up at precisely the right time. And as phones got smarter, so did the alarms. Sleep tracking apps promised to wake you up during the lightest sleep phase. Sunrise simulators eased you awake with gradually brightening screens. Apps like Alarmy forced you to solve math problems or take photos of your kitchen sink to prove you were actually out of bed. For the truly stubborn, there's even an app that makes you shake your phone like you're trying to wake it up. One device, one pocket, a billion alarm clocks, customized, personalized, and always within arm's reach. And just like that, the once mighty alarm clock industry was put to sleep. No snooze button, no backup plan, and no wake-up call in sight. So the next time your phone jolts you out of dreamland, just remember, at least you didn't have to rely on a flaming candle, a bowl of water, or a stranger with a stick. Humans have always found a way to wake up, whether it was with the sun or a well-placed pea shooter. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this strange stroll through history, give us a like and subscribe for more curiosity-driven dives into everyday life.